Hi, my name is Grace. I am 24 years old. I live in Austin, Texas, and this is Financial Audit. It's just like the way it kind of is. Like, it's just like, it's where social media is going. Sadly, if you like it or not, like I do know people on social media who do that. I wouldn't say I wouldn't provide any value to people, but like I would sell something.
This guy she knows has a large following on Instagram, and she paid him and didn't know what he was talking about. $350. What's that?
It's well, I actually like I do like this person.
What?
But
no, what happened?
Like, he is pretty nice, but like I just like he didn't really give me as much value that I wanted.
You paid him $350 for what?
For advice on how to run my socials.
Advice?
Yeah, advice.
What, like you had one-on-ones?
Like, yeah.
How many followers did he have?
He's literally like built a whole following, but at the same time, he's built his following from being controversial, and so like. And
how many followers?
100,000 something.
On Instagram?
On TikTok.
TikTok, that's nothing. A TikTok follower is nothing.
Then how come I'm not able to get followers on TikTok? It's
because you don't make interesting or engaging content and people don't resonate with you. TikTok is the easiest platform. Follows are nothing. They're not even close to a subscriber on YouTube unless you're a shorts creator, and then it's very easy to get subscribers. But that's nothing. On TikTok, that is nothing. As much as I mean, it sucks to say, but that is nothing. You can have literally, because what happens is like on YouTube, if you wanted to be a YouTube creator, even Instagram, you have to make a consistent amount of really well-performing videos over the course of so many months to get 100,000 subscribers or something like that, or TikTok post or Instagram post. On TikTok, people can get to 100, 500,000 subscribers by having one TikTok that blows up.
That's insane.
Yes, it's just the easiest. So I wouldn't, if just for future reference, if you're just viewing people with followers and like that's 100,000 on TikTok is kind of nothing, or at least see where it came from.
Okay.
What I would at least focus on, if first of all, just don't, because you fall for every scam. It sounds like, but look at their consistency of viewership. That's what you want to base it off of.
Okay.
Whether or not they have success.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Was going to do a plant medicine retreat and paid for it and couldn't go because it wouldn't work out with her medication. This was back in March and April, paid $500 and didn't go.
Yeah.
What is your life? Is this even a financial audit?
Yeah.
I think this is like...
I really did want to go to that though, but then like I obviously didn't do my research and it does interact with one of my meds. So I was like, no. Well, I wanted to go there and see if I could do if I could get some kind of thing out of it, if I'm able to like process my trauma.
What does this guy on Saturday or on the weekend that you're meeting with even like know about you? Does he know that like this is you?
He told me I told him that I was going on, like, I didn't want to say details, but I told him I was going on like a podcast and he was like, that's very ambitious. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm going on financial audit.
Did you tell him financial audit?
He was like, it's very ambitious. And I'm like, no, I'm not an ambitious person. I know I'm training for a marathon and I know I'm going on this, but this isn't really like.
You cannot answer questions.
Yeah. What's going on?
And just if he knows you're like this.
I don't think he does. And hopefully he won't watch this video.
I know who he is. I'm going to send him this video.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not going to.
Please don't do that.
I don't know who he is. I mean,
oh, God.
I saw who he is, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you put 20% down?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
How? How'd you pay for that?
With my money that I made from my internship.
Okay. How are you going to pay the remainder?
That's what I'm kind of struggling with right now. I've applied a few like retail-based jobs, and also I might start working at night as like either like a bar back or a bottle server.
Yeah,
and that could be a play. I'm gonna use that money to like slowly but surely pay her back and pay some other people back, and then eventually I want to be able to pay. Well, it's mostly just to her, but like also I want to be able to get my parents stuff. Like I want to be able to pay them back but like
pay them back. How much?
There's nothing I could ever like. That's the frustrating thing. It's like I want to make them proud so much. I want nothing more, but like I just know like I'm never gonna be successful.
Well, why?
Everyone in my family has been successful, but me. I'm like cursed or something.
You're not cursed. Look at your behavior. You're not cursed. You're self-inflicted.
I need to go to like ABA or something.
What's
like,
that?
It's applied behavioral analysis for people with autism, and so they learn like different how to stop like their like problem behavior.
So one thing that just concerns me, and I'm not a mental health expert, so I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but you just kind of keep bringing it up. It's a reality. I have a panic disorder, but every time I don't do something, or every time I have behavior that is objectively holding me back, I don't say it's because of my anxiety disorder, my diagnosed panic disorder. I don't say that. But every single time that you're called out for doing something bad, you're like, yeah, I need to go seek treatment for my autism. Yeah. It's just like,
yeah,
I think you're kind of crutching on it.
Yeah, no, I am.
Okay, then stop.
Yeah. But it's technically a disability, and I keep like watching these videos, and people are just like, "Oh, like it's okay to be like disabled. It's okay to just exist," and like that's not really helping motivate me.
Yeah, and okay, and probably on TikTok too, especially. Yeah. There's a lot of interesting things happening in our culture with that, and that is really interesting because it is important to have a voice to let people know that it is okay that you have this. It is okay that you have this. But when people start perpetually victimizing themselves because of this, you hold yourself back forever. Plus, there's like this ongoing trend on TikTok and in our culture right now of the trauma and victim Olympics of people telling other people that they have trauma and they have things wrong with them. And they're like, oh, maybe I do. Then they start holding themselves back and everyone thinks they're just always down and they're bad and they're never going to get ahead and all this stuff. It's just like perpetual victimhood and it's just not helping anyone. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to recognize your mental disorder. It doesn't mean that you should be looked down upon. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't realize that maybe you need these extra help in certain areas.
Yeah.
That's true. But if you just get in this ecosystem where it's just constantly like where it's so affirming that it's holding you back, that doesn't benefit you.
Yeah, no,
that content might come from a place of a good heart, but it is not helping people right now.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely like, that's what my TikTok constantly feeds me, is that kind of content. And yeah, and then I also, I have been having some like medical issues at the same time. I can't disclose what they are, but like at the same time,
on here if you can't talk about things.
It's confidential, but I did have some health problems this past summer that like really, really set me back in my internship. And I don't want to talk about it because it's going to make me cry. And I actually did.
No, I
actually did like love my internship. I loved my coworkers. No, I love the tech industry. I felt bad calling it boring and everything. I was
you at the beginning.
Well, the reason why I was like kind of like why I sometimes like diss that, like finance and things like that, is because like, well, I'm not into it, but some other people are passionate about it. But I'm ADHD. Back to the beginning, why I have like a chip on my shoulder about it and why I diss people about it is because I've gone out with some pretty entitled guys. They all say they work in tech. They make me split the bill. And I'm like, why are you bragging about having money if you make me split the bill with you?
No offense, I would have made you split the bill.
Because they just tell that I'm from Westlake, and so they're like, oh yeah, she's got it. She's got it.
It's because I wouldn't have enjoyed the date.